regrets about the way your life has been?
Somewhat.
And what do you regret?
I was really little, around 11 or 12. I was under contract with Motown, and I would have to go to the recording studio. I had to go and make these albums because the summer tour was right around the corner, and right across the street from the recording studio was a ballpark, and I could hear the kids, you know, the roar of the crowd and playing and catching ball and having fun and playing tennis. And some of those times I so passionately wanted to just go over there and just play a little bit and not go to the recording studio and sing. Just to, you know, have some fun with the kids. And I couldn't. People say, why is he always with children? Well, I was raised in a world with adults. When kids were playing in bed sleeping night, I was up doing clubs. I was doing club dates, 3 in the morning. The striptease would come on after us. You know, we were performing, and we didn't have friends. My brothers were like my friends, but we worked. There was no Christmas, there was no birthdays, and we were very strict Jehovah's Witnesses. So I'm compensating. Nature made sure that I compensated for the lost. So when you come behind my gate, you'll see amusement park, you'll see animals, you'll see everything I never got to do. There's candy everywhere. It's fun. Listen, kid. So, want to come over here and see the elephants? I feel totally at home with them. I can talk to them one-on-one because they don't judge you. You know, they're not looking for anything. They just want to have some fun, you know. And that's the same with myself. And I can connect to that, you know. I can understand that.
Everything is free. Theater, amusement park, whatever they want to do, they can do it.
But it's not free to you. It's cost you millions of
Millions
dollars.
a year, yeah, millions. But you know, I get it all back when I see them smile.
After a full day spent with children from the Make-A-Wish Foundation at Michael Jackson's Neverland Ranch, what was Mr. Bashir's comment? We'll quote directly from his appearance on ABC's Primetime Thursday. One of the most disturbing things is the fact that a lot of disadvantaged children go to Neverland. It's a dangerous place for a vulnerable child to be. Now, I'm not saying that I saw any evidence of Michael Jackson being involved sexually with any children. Quite the contrary. But what I am saying is that children who are vulnerable should not be going into the house of a billionaire superstar where they sleep in his bed.
It's so hard for me to imagine that Michael opened up the gates not only to Neverland but to his heart, to Bashir. And I really thought that Bashir got it.
It's getting worse.
And he does, I mean, I can't tell you, I go with him. You never see anybody talk about that stuff.
That pep around a bit, so a bit.
But when Michael's talking, but when he's talking about the things that he's passionate about, it's obvious that it's in his eyes. This is what's in his heart.
People usually don't ask these questions of him.
That's it.
And if they do, they don't make it in the papers. They don't make it on the interviews. It's all the negative stuff.
Stupid rumors.
And they cut questions out, and they just like make it. That's why he doesn't even do interviews anymore. They twist everything. From the moment I met him, I mean, I remember. How can people be so cruel? That I read an article and I was crying, and he goes,
"It's disgusting." Well, we ain't doing that here.
Now, what could make an award-winning journalist have such a different opinion between what he would say on the air and what he would say in the interview footage not included in his special? It appears that after Mr. Bashir had called cut for his own camera crew, he may well have forgotten that Michael's camera was still recording his every word, a possibility supported by a written request from both him and the producers of his special to make Michael's footage available for their review. The different opinion expressed by Mr. Bashir regarding the safety of the underprivileged children who visit Neverland is only the first of several contradictory moments captured on tape, all of which you will see and hear on this program. In addition to the never-before-seen footage from Martin Bashir's interviews, we have also been allowed unprecedented interviews with some of the people closest to Michael Jackson, people who have turned down very lucrative offers to tell the inside story of life behind the Neverland gates. They break their silence for the first time, and not for money. No one interviewed for this show received any payment to tell their story. Their reason for appearing here is to tell the truth as they see it. And the person who has most avoided the glare of the spotlight is the person who was perhaps the closest to Michael, the woman who was his wife and the mother of his first 2 children, Debbie Rowe.
What's happened in the past is things have been taken out of context, twisted around. If I can help straighten it out, as much as I do not speak about my family, I will. Right now.
When I was talking to Prince one day, he said to me that he didn't have a mother.
You said he didn't have a mother?
Yeah, I said, Prince, where's your mummy? And he said, I haven't got a mother.
That's right.
Did you tell him to say that?
No.
What do you think he means when he says, I haven't got a mother?
My kids didn't have a mother.
My kids don't call me Mom because I don't want them to. They're Michael's children. It's not that they're not my children, but I had them because I wanted him to be a father. I believe that there are people who should be parents, and he's one of them. And he is such a fabulous man and such a good friend, and he's always been there for me, always, from the day I met him. I could do something for him, and this is what I wanted to do.
Most people think Michael and Debbie's relationship was very short-term. Actually, they met over 22 years ago.
Was it intense, Bam? No, it was over time. It was over time. I think it was 18 years, 17, 18 years that I knew him when I had Prince.
In that time, they've gone on some very unusual outings, often with Michael in disguise.
Yeah, he'd call, what are you doing? Nothing, what are you doing? Another video? Yeah. You know, he'd sneak out without security. He got caught. And so, oh my God, this is like a Beatles film. We're getting chased by people. We'd have to call security and bail us out. But, yeah, we'd go out and do stuff.
So you go out to the ranch.
Sneak him into premieres and things. Yeah, we had a good time. He's always a lot of fun.
When did Michael start talking about wanting to have kids? Was this when he was still with Lisa Marie, or?
No, they had broken up, and I was trying to console him because he was really upset, and he was upset that he said he really wanted to be a dad, and I said, so be a dad. And he looked at me puzzled, and I said, let me do this. I want to do this. You've been so good to me.